Vietnam is very strategic for Google. So we are very bullish about this country. And I'm very lucky to be here, to be leading Google in Vietnam. What the government is going through right now is incredibly exciting. There is new leadership, new policies, and I think the ambition that the government wants to achieve in the next 5 years, 4 years, in the next 20 years is incredibly exciting. We want to, go hand in hand with the government to ensure that Vietnam realizes its grand ambition as well. We're new in the country. I have moved here about 1.5 years ago. The team has moved here 1.5 years ago. Our office in Ho Chi Minh City is 1.5 years old. Very new. We need to expand.
Đây là TheInsight, một podcast của Z News, nơi chuyện trò cùng lãnh đạo các tập đoàn và doanh nghiệp về cách họ thích nghi với những biến chuyển mới trong môi trường kinh doanh và đầu tư. Tôi là Lan Anh và khách mời ngày hôm nay của chúng ta là ông Marc Woo, Tổng Giám Đốc Google Việt Nam. Hi Marc.
Hello, xin chào mọi người. Tên tôi là Marc.
Hi Marc. Okay, so welcome Marc to the TheInsight podcast. How are you today?
I'm very good, very good. Thank you so much for having me. I love this place. It's a fantastic morning. The weather is cool, and this place is awesome. Thank you.
But how do you feel about this place?
I feel it really encapsulates Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here by the streets, drinking my favorite coffee, Cafe Seda, and having a conversation. I think that encapsulates Ho Chi Minh City and the people living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah, that's why I choose this local coffee shop. Inside, we will have some young people. Yeah, we're enjoying their coffee there, and this place to chit chat and like us right now. So, actually, you have lived in Vietnam for a while.
I lived in Vietnam for 1.5 years, but Vietnam is not new to me because I've been coming in and out. Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia for the past 20 years. Yeah.
But is it any different when you stay here for longer?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you get a feel. You get a feel with energy, right? From morning all the way until night. It never stops. And I think it's a reflection, a positive reflection on the people of Vietnam, right? Energetic, always hustling, and always knowing how to have fun. And more importantly, I think Vietnamese people, they are also very quick adopters of technology. Very, very quick adopters of technology. It's a combination of things, right? I think it's just being humble to learn new things, accepting of new technology, accepting of new things that could improve their lives, improve their productivity. And as a result, I think Vietnam is moving very fast. The Vietnamese people are growing very fast. And for that, I think, I'm blessed to be in Ho Chi Minh City.
You make me remember about some data from your report, the lately e-Conomy report. Yes, you say that the Vietnam digital economy will be worth $200 billion of US dollars by 2030. And then we are the second fastest growing market in the region. So what is really driving that growth?
Because we come up with a report in partnership with Bain and TheInsight every single year. And the growth has been tremendous year over year. 17%. The digital economy is close to about 40 billion at the moment. And as we look ahead, there is that potential for the digital economy in Vietnam to be close to $200 billion. That's half the GDP, right? It's fantastic. Yeah. I think what has gotten us here and what will drive Vietnam forward is really a couple of things, right? Number one is, I think it's just the people, right? The people who are, like I mentioned, accepting of new technology and using technology to, improve their lives, increase revenue, drive efficiency, and find new ways to expand their business. That's one. Number two is the adoption of AI.
Yeah.
Very rapid. This country, extremely rapid. 8 out of 10 Vietnamese people that we speak to, right, say that they use AI tools on a daily basis. That's tremendous, right? That's tremendous. And I think that goes to show like from the micro level, the people, the adoption of technology, I think that's driving the whole like growth in the entire sector.
So is it also the chance for Google in Vietnam?
I think, so if I take a step back, I want to say this. Vietnam is very strategic for Google, right? And I say that because there is the optimism when it comes to the economy. There is optimism when we work with small businesses, large businesses. There is optimism when we work with developers and students, right? So we are very bullish about this country. And I'm very lucky to be here, to be leading Google in Vietnam. And as a result, I think there's a lot that we can do, right? We need to make sure that our products are very accessible to the Vietnamese people. We have to make sure that our products continue to improve, to make sure that it delivers value for the Vietnamese people. And we also need to make sure that we're investing in training, we're investing in making sure that our products, our services get into the right hands at the right time.
I actually last year I joined some of your big events in Vietnam, and I've heard that it is the first time that it hold in Vietnam now in Vietnam, like the App Summit or I don't remember the exact name, but it's for the monitors in Vietnam. So that's why you say that Vietnam is the strategic market for Google.
It is, yes, it is.
Because our audience, we have the young professionals to the maybe the manager and also the business leaders. And I can see that, as you say, that 8 over 10 people, they use AI daily. So how about the Google's AI tools that have them like support them for the daily work and the workplace?
So, we are in this really exciting revolution, right? So if you think about the previous revolution, the last one was when we transitioned from desktop to mobile. And then earlier, there is the whole .com boom, right? So now we're going through this AI revolution. It's terribly exciting. If I speak about the products and the utility now, I bet you in 6 months, it will be different, right? And that's the pace of innovation that we want to go through, that I feel that Google is going through at the moment. So if you think about getting inspiration from Gemini, just asking Gemini like, hey, my boyfriend's birthday is coming up. Like, what shall I do? You get like a lot of ideas.
I asked it for my husband's...
husband, not boyfriend. Husband. And then when it comes to image generation, infographics, Nano Banana. If you haven't used Nano Banana, use it now, right? It is fantastic. And then when it comes to deep research and dealing with a lot of documentation and making sense out of it using the power of AI, saving you a lot of time, there's no book LM, right? So as a journalist, as a researcher, it's incredibly useful. For students, incredibly useful, right? And then you have the everyday comparison where you ask like simple queries and we come up with answers that is powered by AI through AI mode, right? AI mode is basically a tab within the search results page that you can easily access the information for comparison and planning. So I think this is just like very few examples of how AI is being adopted. I can come up with 100 more, right? But I guess the faster we adopt, the faster we embrace, the better it will be for our productivity and to grow our business.
So can you show me some magic things that your AI can...
I would love to show you some AI magic.
Yes.
It's in your phone. It's in everyone's phone.
So can you show me how to do that?
Sure. So, we've been talking for a while, having coffee.
Yeah.
You must be hungry. So why don't you point Gemini to the coffee and ask Gemini to suggest what to eat for breakfast?
So the Gemini Live, right?
Yes. Gemini Live
Like this.
and turn on the video
Uh,
and just speak to it.
like this.
That looks delicious. Is that an iced coffee?
Yes. Can you show me what will go well with this coffee in Ho Chi Minh City?
A popular pairing here is bánh mì, a Vietnamese sandwich. The savory flavors can complement the iced coffee nicely, or perhaps a sweet treat like bánh flan for a delightful dessert. Are you looking for something savory or sweet?
Yeah, I need something for my breakfast. So can you speak in Vietnamese?
Cho bữa sáng của bạn, bạn có thể thử bánh mì Sài Gòn, một lựa chọn tuyệt vời để kết hợp với ly cà phê này. Bánh mì kẹp thịt, chả lụa, rau sống và nước sốt đậm đà chắc chắn sẽ khiến bạn hài lòng. Hoặc nếu bạn thích một chút ngọt, xôi ngọt hoặc bánh flan cũng là những gợi ý thú vị. Bạn có muốn tìm hiểu thêm về một món cụ thể nào không?
Okay, so yeah, it knows Vietnamese so well.
It knows Vietnamese very
Yeah.
well, yeah. And use it for everything. If you're stuck with a question, or if you are stuck without knowing like where to eat or what to do, Gemini is the place to go.
Okay, I'll try it more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, I think that sometimes we may not realize it, but AI has permitted our daily lives and workplace. And actually, I was a big fan of Notebook L, and I use it every day to deal with my long reports and the audio files. Yeah, for my journalism work. Yeah, and also the AI mode in the search bar helps me a lot, because I'm the type of person that will open 20 to 30 tabs when working on the laptop. Yeah, but when we talk about AI, I think that it has the dark side is the scam. Yeah, because actually my mom, she gets the scam calls every day. Can we stop that?
I don't have the answer, but I think it is also important that we put in equal amount of effort in trying to stop it or staying ahead of it, right? So I'll give you some examples. So when we build a product that is an AI product, let's say, or even like our digital platforms, right, that is powered by AI, we invest heavily in ensuring that we are also building the responsible side of things, right? So like search, for example, you get like authoritative and accurate information as part of your top links. So that's one. Number two is Nano Banana. I mentioned about Nano Banana. When it comes to AI-generated images, right, we have this feature, this watermark called Synth ID, right? It's hidden, but it allows for people to verify that image is actually generated, that video is generated by AI. So that's the responsibility that we feel as a tech company, as an AI-first company, that we need to invest in, right? On top of that, I feel that sometimes giving the basic know-how to the average user is equally as important. The elderly, the young folks, people who are relatively new to technology, I feel that we also need to invest in programs, in teaching, in upskilling, to ensure that they know how to navigate.
But it's still difficult, right?
It's difficult, I agree, but we have to try. And if you think about you and I, we are digital-first individuals, so we know how to differentiate, like what could be a scam and what is authentic.
No,
right?
Sometimes I do not know exactly.
And if you get a message from someone who claims that you have won the lottery, right? How do you then verify that it is legit? So we invest in education. We work with the Ministry of Public Security, Mở Công An, and we run programs such as Safer with Google, right? To teach individuals, to teach the wider population how to stay safe online, regardless of whether it's AI or not.
Actually, we talk much about the AI application for like individuals, young professionals, but I want to pivot something bigger, like for the businesses, like from the SMEs to the big corporations in Vietnam. How do you feel about like the readiness of them when applying the AI, and especially when compared with other markets in the region?
Okay, there is my opinion, and then there is data-driven opinion.
Okay.
My opinion is that there is still some room for a greater adoption, right? I think there is that stat that shows us 8 out of 10 Vietnamese are using AI tools on a daily basis. Fantastic, at a user level. And then there is another stat that shows me that, businesses that adopt AI features have seen, on average, 70 to 80% growth in their revenue, right? Fantastic as well.
In what industry or?
And across all industries. So that's great. I feel that there could be more innovation. I've experienced startups who are building like solutions using AI. Fantastic. I would love to see more of that, right? Because the use cases is really, really limitless. From someone who's building an AI-powered CRM to like processing insurance claims, there is a range of use cases. So whilst I'm really excited about all this innovation and adoption of AI that's coming up in Vietnam, I'm a bit greedy. I want to see more, right? And I feel that, now is just the starting point. The SMEs, the large enterprises, the developers, they are just beginning to really show all of us what the true potential is of Vietnam.
Is there any KPI for you when leading the Google in Vietnam?
It's a good question. It's a good question. And so I think about it in 3 ways. Number one is revenue.
Yeah.
Right? My ex-CEO, Eric Schmidt, once said that revenue solves all problems. It's true, right? Because we care about like growth, we care about like who's getting the funds for funding the expansion. So that's one. Number two is we are new. We're new in the country. I have moved here about 1.5 years ago. The team has moved here 1.5 years ago. Our office in Ho Chi Minh City is 1.5 years old. Very new, right? We need to expand. We need to build a workplace that people will say, wow, I really want to work there. So that's my personal goal as well. And then number 3 is, I think what the government is going through right now is incredibly exciting. There is new leadership, there is new policies, and I think the ambition that the government wants to achieve in the next 5 years, 4 years, in the next 20 years is incredibly exciting. So we want to be part of that. We want to help. We want to, go hand in hand with the government to ensure that Vietnam realizes its grand ambition as well.
Actually, we have ambitious goal for like 2030.
2030, 2045, yes.
And how will Google will company with us in that future, in that journey?
Yeah, so I think, very simply put, number one is ensure that like our products are incredibly accessible, right? What do I mean by accessible? Like anyone can use it. Like students benefit from our products, the elderly benefits from our products, and everyone in between, businesses, large, small, so on and so forth. And then number 2 is ensuring that we are constantly innovating, right? There was one article that TechCrunch, I think, wrote about Google. The company that is disrupting Google is Google. And that should be the way, right? We can't be comfortable doing what we've been doing for the past 20 years. So we need to constantly innovate and innovate in such a way that is locally relevant for people and businesses in Vietnam, right? So bringing AI tools, bringing Gemini, Nano Banana, Veo, Studio AI, fantastic. But we need to make sure that it is usable by the Vietnamese people and Vietnamese businesses. So that's one. Number two is we take a long time to also understand like what the government goals are and where do we want to find that overlap. Means that win-win situation, right? Government is placing a lot of emphasis on the advancements of the economy through technology, the advancements of the economy through AI. Great. We want to work together, right? So we work together with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, with public security, and so on and so forth, to find ways in which we can also deliver value and meet like KPIs from both sides, right? Yeah.
So there are many things to expect in 2026.
There is a lot. There is a lot. And we arguably can't cover everything. So we just need to focus and find the areas where we can truly make a difference.
So I can see that with your plans in the future, maybe Google Vietnam now is not just a platform, but it also a big, an eager employer in Vietnam market, right? So what opportunities are opening up as you expand your presence here?
Well, there are a lot of roles. There are a lot of roles opening up because, like I mentioned, Vietnam is very strategic to Google. And therefore, we are investing. We have made a bold decision, a big decision to open up a local office in Ho Chi Minh City, right? And as a result, we are investing in building a beautiful office. We can't just have a beautiful office without people. So we need to employ people across all ranges. That's one. And if you want to get access to it, it's you just Google like jobs in Google Vietnam, right? You get all the results. And then number two is just to ensure that I place a lot of emphasis on diversity, right? We want to make sure that we're building the strongest team. The strongest team comes from folks who work together, but folks who can contribute different perspectives from different backgrounds, right? So that we ensure that we come up with innovation, right, as a team, and innovation comes from different ideas and different opinions from different people.
But how do you feel about the Vietnamese talents here?
Oh, Vietnamese talent is I feel that it's world class. At least for me, right? I'm very biased. I'm very biased. I've been working with the Vietnamese people for the past 3 years. And I think I'm truly blessed, right? They are hungry. They are entrepreneurial. They are quick adopters of tech, right? And most importantly, they know how to have fun. And for, as we think about like building a business and building a company, I think a lot about like how do we build a culture that sustains, right? Because I don't want people to come and just work for the sake of money. We spend a lot of time at work. We need to make sure that it's meaningful. So for us and everyone in the company, anyone who joins the company, the mandate is that yes, you have your role to do, you have revenue to drive, but at the same time, find a way to contribute to building the culture that stands the test of time. I'm hoping that we don't have to convince anyone to join the company, right? I say that in a practical way because what I'm thinking about is how do we make sure that we are delivering impact to businesses that we work with, to the users that we serve, and to the government and corporate partnerships that we have, right? So impact is very important. The mission is very important. Like, can we help Vietnam achieve its 2045 mission? Can we help? Like us, we have a three-year mission. Can we achieve that mission? So I think being very mission-oriented and being very impactful in the things that we do, very important. Our standards are quite high. We don't have thousands of roles open just yet, right? So we also want to make sure that we are getting in the best people, the best candidates, right? And it's a fantastic place to be, because I say that in the context of Vietnam and Google, because there's so much prospect that's happening in this country. We are blessed that our AI tools, our platforms are used by a lot of users on a daily basis, and the company is relatively new. So everybody who is a part of Google Vietnam right now has a chance to build, right? And I can't say the same for other countries, but in Vietnam you have a chance to build, and that's a rare opportunity.
But do you see, like, is there any skills or mindsets that, like, the young people like me need to focus on if we want to apply to Google or other big tech?
It's a good question. I would sum it down to two things, right? One is it's about having that thirst for knowledge, like constantly learning. We are constantly evolving. Our AI products today will look different from like maybe 6 months later, right? I've been with the company for 15 years, and I'm still learning, and that's exciting. That keeps me going. So that thirst for knowledge, that constant, improvement, that daily improvement, makes a lot of difference. So we need to be like someone who is constantly like evolving. That's one. Number two is, I would say, growing responsibly. And what this means is, look, we are all ambitious. We want to do well. We want to, gain financial independence. Want to buy a house, whatever, right? Whatever your ambition is. But we also need to be able to go to bed every night happy, with a good conscience. And at Google, whilst we build products that are being used by billions of users, like I mentioned earlier on, investing heavily in ensuring that we are building responsibly, sustainably, right, is also very important. So that transcends into like the kind of characteristics that we're looking for our employees. You could be entrepreneurial, you could be very hungry, but are you also responsible? Do you have like good principles? Yeah.
I believe that young people here have all these criteria. So as TED is coming, and as a TED gift, can you if you could give an AI superpower to the young professionals and also the business leaders in Vietnam, what would it be?
I feel like Vietnamese and Vietnam businesses, they have the right mindset. And in the world of AI, what we are uncovering is there is limitless innovation. If you are able to utilize AI in such a way that benefits you, benefits your business, there is limitless innovation. So this AI superpower is not really a superpower. It can be a superpower to you and your business, okay? But don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Work as though it's your assistant. Work as though it's your engineer, your teacher, and so on and so forth, right? I think the more we embrace, the more we know how to activate whatever AI can deliver for you and for your business, I promise you the innovation will be exciting.
All right, but some people are afraid that maybe when we use AI many times, that we will have like rely on it, so that we will lose our creation or something like that. How do you feel about that?
I feel that perception is valid. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And if I think about when the mobile phone came out, right, there was heavy reliance on mobile phone. There's a lot of like benefits, but also a lot of disadvantages that came with it. When the internet came about, right, and then suddenly there's a new norm. When the industrial revolution, manufacturing, robots came about, there is that new norm. So I feel like we're entering a new norm. There is going to be reliance. Even for me, when I review work, when I want to type a long email, when I want to generate an image, right? I use AI more and more. But then it opens up different opportunities. It opens up more time for me to think about my business. It opens up more time for me to converse or talk to my team, right? It opens up more time for me to engage with my partners and my customers. So I feel like we're entering a new norm. We have to pivot the way we work. I think traditionally, when it comes to especially the administrative stuff that we do, I feel like we'll be more productive, fantastic. How do we then like deliver more high impact work to grow our business, to grow our operations, and so on and so forth? Yeah. So back to my previous response, that TED gift, don't be afraid. Like embrace it. Make it your assistant. Make it work for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's my assistant.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Actually, our podcast is coming to an end. That because this is the first days of the year of the horse. So, do you want to like say something to our audience, like some wishes for TED?
Some wishes for TED.
Yeah.
I've learned a new phrase, "拿到thành功."
Yeah.
Right? So I wish all of us will get up to the new year and achieve success.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and hope you will have a year of success and much energy for you and your Google team at Vietnam.
Thank
and
you.
let's see your success in 2026.
Thank you, and thanks for coffee. Delicious.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm not done with it.